Hi friends, it's me, Miss Chacon. We are back. Today is Friday, and today is the last day of the week. So tomorrow, Saturday, and the day after Sunday, you won't have any work to do. So I hope you have fun during the weekend. Maybe you can build something new. We have a lot of friends who are doing Legos. I've heard so many of our friends say that they're building new Lego stuff, which I love. I love that you're being creative at home. I love that you're drawing, painting. Remember to keep your mind working. Keep it super busy with painting or with building Legos or with baking. Whatever you're doing, remember to keep busy, but also remember to keep your mind working. Okay, my friends? So I hope you all have a great weekend. Before we start, remember to check on Class Dojo in the morning and in the nighttime. We have some fun stuff happening here. Also, please remember to check our YouTube page. If we have anything going on, you'll find it right here. And also, last thing, we have our plans for this week, and you can find our plans on Class Dojo. So what you do is you go to Class Dojo, you scroll down, We had a lot of posts this week, but if you scroll down to Monday's post, it says 427 plans, you click on it, you're going to get here. And when you get here and you look at Friday, we have a fun video. And if you click on this blue thing, it says how to draw the cool emoji. Now remember on Wednesday when we had our Zoom call, we were doing emoji faces. So because of that, I wanted to do a cool drawing with you guys. So there's this really cool video.
Have fun and
Sorry
learn
about
math
that.
at the
Give me
same
one
time
second.
with Adapted Mind. A fun.
You
So
wanted to draw something today. What was
this
it?
one,
A cool.
Emoji though,
you
huh?
guys, if you watch this video, it'll show you how to draw a cool emoji, which the cool emoji seems to be the coolest emoji, and it seems to be the one that everyone likes. So this is what your emoji will look like at the end, and all you need are some crayons and a marker if you have one, but if you don't have a marker, you can use a pen. So that's all you need to draw the cool emoji. So if you watch this video, it's only 5 minutes and it's a fun thing to watch. Alright, so let's get started. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do our lesson on making picture graphs. Now picture graphs are almost like our tallied graphs. Remember our tally chart that we had? So it's a lot like that, but instead of showing our numbers in tally marks, so those long marks, instead of showing it like this, they show it through pictures. So you see this sled right here? Every time if they're saying that your favorite winter activity is sledding, then we're going to draw however many sleds that we say. If so many people like ice skating, if 2 people like ice skating, you're going to draw 2 skates. If 3 people like hockey, then you're going to draw 3 hockey sticks. So let's say that we asked our friends a question. We said, "Friends, what's your favorite winter activity?" And we know that here in California we don't get a lot of snow. So this is more for people who live out where it snows, but we can still do this activity because it's fun. So, is your favorite activity sledding, ice skating, or hockey? So we're going to pretend that 3 people said that their favorite activity is sledding. 2 people said their favorite activity is hockey, and is ice skating. And 1 person said that their favorite activity is hockey. So what we're gonna do is in these little bars right here, these little boxes right here, I'm going to draw 3 sleds. This is a sled. It's something that you slide down. See this girl sliding down the hill right here? So that's what a sled is. You slide down the snow. So I'm going to draw 3 sleds to show that 3 people like sledding. It's their favorite winter activity. So I'm not a great artist, but I shall try my best. So I'm just going to draw a little square. If you're better at drawing sleds, you can go ahead and draw a better sled. But this is my sled. So I'm going to draw 1 sled, 2 sleds, has little the little rack right there at the bottom, and 3 sleds. So in a picture graph, we draw pictures to show the number of the survey. So we surveyed people and they said that 3 of the people said that they like sledding. Then we asked other people and we said, what's your favorite winter activity? 2 of those people said that their favorite activity is ice skating. So I'm going to draw 2 skates. So here's my skates right here. If you're better at drawing skates, feel free to draw better skates. My picture is not that good. So we have 1 picture of skates, and now we're going to draw another picture of skates. So here's our other picture of skates. And remember, with picture graphs, we're supposed to draw pictures. We don't do tallies, we don't fill it in, we don't do any of that. So it's very important that when you do this homework, you draw the pictures. You can't just do a 1 mark, a 2 mark, a 3 mark. You can't just fill in the bars. You have to do pictures because that's very important about a picture graph. Because a picture graph, we just count the pictures, okay? And then we're going to do hockey. So here's hockey. Here's a hockey stick. 1 person said they liked hockey, so I'm just going to draw 1 hockey stick. My hockey stick kind of looks like a shoe, but it'll do. So here's our hockey stick. All right. So if we look at our graph here, we can see that we surveyed a few people, okay? And we asked them, what is your favorite winter activity? How many people said that sledding is their favorite activity? 1, 2, 3. How many people said that ice skating is their favorite activity? 1, 2. And finally, how many people said that that hockey is their favorite activity? 1. So 3 people said that sledding was their favorite. 2 people said that ice skating was their favorite, and 1 person said that hockey was their favorite. So that is how you make a picture graph. And picture graph is my favorite kind of graph because it's fun. You get to draw pictures with it. All right, so let's go over here. A graph shows information or data. A picture graph uses pictures to show data. So a graph shows information or data. So remember, information or data are numbers. So a graph shows numbers, and a picture graph uses pictures to show the numbers. So the picture graph uses pictures to show data or numbers. So use a tally chart to make a picture graph. So for favorite apple color, here's the color, so red, yellow, green. Here's the tallies, and here's the total. So how many people said that red was their favorite apple color? 1 person, so we write 1. How many people said that yellow was their favorite apple color? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 3 people said that yellow was their favorite apple color. Then we have green. How many people said that it was their favorite? 1, 2. Then what we can do, we can take this tally chart and use it to make our picture chart. Now, this tally chart is going to have the same numbers as the picture chart, but instead of having tallies, we're going to use pictures. So, let's make our pictures. So for this one, it says favorite apple color, red. So how many pictures am I going to draw of red? Well, it says there's 1 tally, so I'm only going to draw 1 red apple. Then for yellow, how many tallies are there? There's 3 tallies, so I'm going to use that and draw 3 yellow apples. So 1, 2, 3. Then they have green apples. On the tally chart, it says that 2 people like green apples, so I'm going to use that information and draw 2 green apples. And now we have our picture graph. So let's do this one. Complete the tally chart and picture graph. So write the totals in the tally chart. So we have your favorite shape. So what these people did is they surveyed people and they asked, what's your favorite shape? Is it a triangle, a circle, or a square? So how many people said that a triangle was their favorite shape? 5 people did because it's 4 marks with a dash through it, so that means 5. So 5 people said their favorite shape was a triangle. How many people said their favorite shape was a circle? 1 person did because there's only 1 tally mark. So 1 person said their favorite shape was a circle. What about a square? How many people said their favorite shape was a square? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. So 5 people said their favorite shape was a triangle. 1 person said their favorite shape was a circle. And 3 people said their favorite shape was a square. Now for number 2, we're going to say use the tally chart in exercise 1 to make the picture graph. So we use this information to make our picture graph. So let's see. How many triangles are we going to draw? Well, it says over here that 5 people said that triangles were their favorite shape, so I'm going to draw 5 triangles. And remember, we don't do tallies, we don't just fill in the boxes, we actually draw the triangles. So we're going to draw triangles. Ready? 1 triangle, 2 triangles, 3 triangles, 4 triangles, 5 triangles. So 5 triangles. And we have 1 circle because 1 person said that they like a circle. So we're just going to draw 1 circle. Okay? And remember, we have to draw a picture. We don't just draw the numbers. The numbers are for the tally chart. If we want it to be a picture graph, there has to be pictures. Now for the square, how many squares am I going to draw? It says that 3 people said that squares are their favorite shape, so we're going to draw 3 squares. Ready? 1, 2, 3. So 3 squares. Now for talk math. What is a picture graph? Describe it. So this is a picture graph, but I want you to describe it. What does it do? What does a picture graph do? Okay? So just talk it through with your family and say, what's a picture graph? What does it do? Okay, so now we have on my own. So what you're going to do is you're going to read about favorite weather. They asked people, is your favorite weather sunny weather, rainy weather, or cloudy weather? What you're going to do is you're going to read the tally marks, write the total here, and then use this to make your pictures down here. So what I want you to do is I want you to pause this video now and do this on your own and come back to this video in about 5 minutes, okay? Ready, set, pause. All right, did you pause it? I hope you did. Now let's come back to it and see how we're doing it together, okay? All right, so how many people said that they liked sunny weather? 1, 2, because there's 2 tally marks. How many people said they liked rainy weather? Here's 5, because we know that that's a 5 because there's a dash to it. So 5, 6. So 6 people said they liked rainy weather. And what about cloudy weather? 5 people said they liked cloudy weather because there's a dash through it. So 5 people said they liked cloudy weather. So now we're going to use our tally chart to help make our picture graph. So for sunny, how many people liked sunny weather? 2 people like sunny weather. I would think that more people like sunny weather than rainy weather because if you like sunny weather, that means you could go play outside and stuff. But in this graph, it says, in this tally chart, it says that more people like rainy weather than sunny weather. Go figure. So we're going to draw 2 suns because there's 2 tally marks. So we're going to draw 1 sun. I'm going to draw a circle. And if you can draw a prettier sun, you can totally draw a prettier sun. So I'm going to draw a circle and my little lines. So 1 sun, 2 suns. So my little lines right there. And there's my shiny sun. So we have 2 suns. And how many raindrops are we going to draw? Because it's rainy. So there's 6 people who like rainy weather. So I'm going to draw 6 raindrops. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, So 6 people like raindrops, so I'm going to draw 6 raindrops because that shows that 6 people liked raindrops, and that's a part of our picture graph. Now, how many people like cloudy weather? Our tally chart says 5 people like cloudy weather, so on my picture graph, I'm going to draw 5 clouds. Ready? So 1, so there's my cloud. If you can draw a prettier cloud, you totally can. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is how you make your picture graph. And I really hope you enjoy making picture graphs because they're so fun because you get to see, it's a fun graph because you get to see it in picture form. So you get to see all these cool pictures rather than just seeing numbers and tallies. Okay, let's go to the next one. Complete the picture graph. So because this is a word problem, we're going to underline and circle. So Miguel asks his friends to name their favorite pet. So I'm going to underline this because this sounds like something we know. We know that Miguel asked his friends to name their favorite pet. 3 people like fish. So 3 people said, my favorite pet is a fish. 2 fewer people like cats. So you got to be careful with this wording here. It says 2 fewer people, not 2 people, 2 fewer people than 3. So we have to figure that out, okay? Then, because that's tricky wording, then it says 4 people like dogs. I love dogs. Dogs are my favorite pet. I have a dog named Bubba. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw pictures first. So it says 3 people like fish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw 3 fish. So I'm going to do a little triangle and a circle. There's 1 fish, 2 fish, 3 fish. Kind of like Dr. Seuss. 1 fish, 2 fish, 3 fish, blue fish. So we have 3 fish, and then it says 2 fewer people like cats. Now, usually, we would think that we just draw 2 cats, right? But that's not true because it's saying 2 fewer. This is a tricky word right here. That means 2 fewer than 3. So 2 less than 3. So if we have 3 people and we're saying 2 less people like cats. So 3 people like fish, but 2 less people like cats. Then what we're going to do is we're going to subtract 2 because it's 2 less than 3. So we have 3 and we're going to take away 2, okay? Now, this is the thing about word problems. You have to look for that one tricky word. So because it says fewer, that means we're going to subtract the 2 from the 3. So what we're going to do is we're going to get 3 in our heads, and 2 is the smaller number, so I'm going to draw 2 dots. So get 3 in my head and count 2 back. Ready? 3, 2, 1. So that means that 1 person likes cats because 1 is 2 fewer than 3. And if you think about it, if you get 3 fingers up and you take away 2, you get 1, which means that you take 1 is 2 fewer than 3. All right, so we're only going to draw 1 cat, not 2, okay? So I'm going to draw 1 cat. So I'm going to do, actually, let me do it thinner so that we can make a pretty kitty. Okay. So we're going to do his ears. Oop. His eyes, and I'm sure you all can draw better kitties than I do. And a little smile. So there's my kitty. And then 4 people like dogs. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw our dogs now. And this, we can automatically just draw 4 dogs. We don't have to worry about subtracting or adding or anything like that because there's no tricky wording. It just says 4 people like dogs, okay? So we're going to do our ears, our doggy right here, and a little smile. then another doggy. So here's 2 doggies. And remember, we have to draw 3 doggies because 3 people said they like dogs. So here's 3 doggies. And 4 doggies because 4 people said they like dogs. Alright. And there's our picture graph. So 4 people said they like dogs, 1 person said they like a cat, and 3 people said they like fish. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to write math. How does a picture show a number on the graph? Explain. So tell me, how does this picture show the number? Do we just count the pictures? Does each picture count as one number? Think about it and explain right here, okay? Think really hard, my friends. All right, that's it for today. If you missed any lessons, just be sure to go back and watch it. And it's not a big deal. You can just go back and watch it and turn in the homework. Other than that, be sure to check your homework. Be sure to check Class Dojo in the morning and in the nighttime. And I hope you all have a great weekend, my friends. Bye.